So thank you for making the time to do a little testimonial for me.
No problem. I'm glad you asked me to.
Hey, so what was your very first impression when you joined My Speaker Rhetoric?
I think it was a very professionally made community. It had many ideas for the content that should be there for us speakers. And I think that the robot is of very great value to anybody really trying to understand how to get better at speaking, public speaking.
Well, fantastic. Well, that already goes into my second question. So how was the Rhetoric robot for you? Yeah.
Well, let's say after the technical glitches that were in uploading the videos and everything, it was very easy to use.
Mhm.
And I think that the results were somewhat surprising to myself.
Oh, okay.
Many parts of it was quite what I was expecting to get, but then there were some. I guess We agreed with Andre that it was technical problems with that one because it told me that I should be aware that I'm talking dangerously slow, and I don't think that
Ah,
that's the case at all.
yes.
Especially when I'm doing my public speaking, then it's more of a question of that I should be much slower than I am because I'm
Yeah.
thinking too fast.
Yeah. And listening to you right now, it's, not too fast, not too slow. So,
Right.
okay. All right. So you agreed with it. So overall
Yes, the
strengths and
overall
weaknesses.
impression was very much in line what I was expecting.
Great. Can I ask, have you used the robot many times or just once?
Just that once, I haven't unfortunately had the time to upload anything or actually to re-record anything. But I'm still hoping that now that the summer holidays start, I'll have the time to do much more
Sounds good.
tryouts with it.
Well, there's plenty of time. And have you had a look at Andre's Speaker Die course?
Yes, I have. Actually, we've been friends with Andre for many years already. So I have been sort of having the look on how the whole rhetoric, the book and the course and all of this has been developing over the years. And I was also participating in the rhetoric.
No,
Sorry, my French pronunciation.
that's good.
Rhetoric, the retreat at
Hmm.
Andre's house. So that was my background to actually seeing the Speak or Die training course online. So I already knew the content. So for me, it's working more as a kind of an encyclopedia of things to do, and to go back to think about things that I need to be more conscientious of.
Absolutely. That's
And I
beautiful.
loved absolutely the additional videos that were there. So I've been looking to those for many times already to try and figure out things that I could do better.
That's cool. I'm glad it's been useful.
Hmm.
And then you have participated in our now becoming famous open mic.
I was actually part of the first open mic session, yes.
Yeah.
And
So how was that?
I loved the idea, and I think that we were kind of pushing to do it in a way. And I'm so glad that you picked it up. It was extremely valuable, I think, because that's the only way of getting better at these things is to just practice and practice over again. But it's not just about practice. I think it's also about hearing yourself speak and hearing how others see you speaking, how
Hmm.
they think about what you're saying and how you're actually speaking.
Yeah.
So to me, it was really. Uh, the reason why I wanted to get more practice was because I'm doing the Lego serious play case study and talking about
Hmm.
the role of creativity in business, and I wanted to make my speech more engaging. And because whatever I do with having my Lego bricks, it's people get totally energized and they are all over the place with that. But having to explain about things that you're doing in a physical
Hmm.
environment, or whether it's online or physical, we do both nowadays. But I mean, it's such a different level when you're trying to engage and get people interested in the topic when you're just speaking about it.
Of
And I think
course.
that was the surprising part for me, was that people thought that I got really good feedback for my speech, and they were saying that it was engaging and the topic is amazing and all of that. And I was like surprised that, yeah, I actually made it, and getting all this feedback that it felt warm and kind of cozy to listen to me.
I love it. You should participate in the future again, because now we've upgraded it and we have this audience big 6. So you actually get a combined report and you get a recording of your speech. So
yeah, all things that I asked for. So I'm definitely going to be there as soon as I have the time. Yes.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, I think I had 2 questions left, Craig. Who would you recommend my speaker rhetoric for?
That was a tough one, really. I think that it's more beneficial to people who are already doing public speeches and talks as I do, because you can only get better at it. I'm not sure if you were a beginner at the beginner level, if you would gain so much out of it. Of course, it's a way of getting introduced into public speaking as well. So, and I don't have that luxury of starting all over, so I can't say for sure. But I think that I can certainly vouch that it's very, very beneficial for people who have been doing for a long time already.
Okay.
So definitely. And I think that it's so important to be part of a bigger community, so that you're not just practicing with yourself, but rather get all these tips from people and content from other people and ideas and sharing thoughts about how to become a better speaker. So others actually are helping you get better inside of this community. So I think that's a hugely valuable as a thing.
Yes.
Aspect of this community.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what a community is for, right? So, is there anything else you would like to add to your overall experience?
I just wish I had more time to be involved and practice and all of this, because I know that helps in taking like big steps forward. So every time, I think even the open mic session, getting the feedback from that, and then I had to instantly, after the open mic session, I did over and over my speech again, like only those 5 minutes, but I did at least 10 times over, and I think that already helped me getting better at it. So that's short part of my keynote speak.
That sounds fantastic. Well, we aren't going anywhere, so you have time to join us again. Thank you so much for making the time to do this. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.